We're gonna do a quick walkthrough of this trailer. Right here we're connected 50 amps to the building. With every trailer comes a 50 amp power cord. This 50 amp power cord is a twist lock. So it comes in here, and if you have a generator, it'll connect to your 50 amp plug on your generator. You have an extended tongue, a cage for your generator, and then you have your 100-pound propane tank for your gas-powered equipment. So let's take a quick look at what we got over here. This trailer is equipped with the 100-pound propane tank, dual stage regulators. You have an emergency shutoff valve on the outside of your trailer, and in order to get gas into the trailer, you have to put it to the on position. So this valve right now is in the on position. You have to turn on your gas. Before you do that, every day, make sure that your equipment is on the off position. There's no pilots that are on, etc., so that you don't have gas flowing into the trailer before you turn it on. That's just a preventive tip. You have your water inlet and your water outlet on the outside. Since this trailer is equipped with a bathroom, it has its own bathroom gray water tank, and then you have a hand sink inside this bathroom equipped with an air conditioner. Check this out. That's an air conditioner, hand wash sink. It is nice and cool in here. This is your water inlet. So you grab a hose, you connect it to this, and then you'll fill your clean water tank. Do not leave it unattended, because if you do, that tank will expand, and it may burst. So you don't want to do that. In order to release the gray water from the trailer, do not release it from the bathroom. I don't know if you'll be doing number 2 in the bathroom, but this is, I believe, for your kitchen. So you have to do is pull this valve and water comes out. Obviously this is clean water. Then you close it, cover it up, bam, and you got yourself your water tank. On the outside of this trailer, you're gonna have a grease trap that goes right there. That grease trap needs to be cleaned out every 30 days, 60 days, depending on how much you use your trailer. If you do not have your grease trap there, make sure you get a replacement if you lose it, because all the grease is gonna start falling on the side of your trailer. Okay. Let's check out the inside real quick. This trailer is equipped with a rooftop air conditioner. Turns on easily. Just turn the knob, turn it to on, and it turns on. You have overhead cabinets. You have your hand washing sink, your 3-comp sink with clean water underneath. You have 42 gallon of clean. I believe it's 48 or 50 gallon gray. And then you have a water pump and water heater underneath. There is some room to store some items underneath here, but most of this area is for plumbing. You have your hot water heater. Make sure it's to the on position. Right now it is turned off. These switches here turn on both. And now that you see some light on the water heater, you'll see that it's on the on position. You have a breaker panel inside this cabinet. No, the breaker panel is actually in your storage room. We're gonna go take a look at that here in a minute. This is your pulse handle for your fire suppression system. Only pull in a real emergency. Once you pull this, it'll release the chemicals on this equipment, and most of this equipment will have to be replaced once that happens. Sandwich prep working. 1-door fridge on and working. Your extractor fan, there's a switch right behind this refrigerator, turn it on, and you have your extractor fan on. Okay, how to light the equipment. Let me show you. I gotta bring this down. You can see them there, but I'm gonna do it just one more time. Boom. So underneath that table is the shut-off valves for each piece of equipment. So it goes from right to left. This one is for your steam table. This one is for your burner. This one is for your flat top. And then these two are for your fryers. Right now we have gas coming in, but these are shut off. So if you put them to the on position always means it's in line with the fuel line. Right now we're getting gas to all these. I'm gonna shut this off only because this pilot, I know, starts emitting a ton of gas, so I'm gonna go get a lighter and we start lighting all this equipment. I'm gonna pause it here, but I'm gonna continue. Let me show you real quick. Here's the switch. Switches for your lights, inside lights, outside lights, and your extractor fan. 50-pound fryer, 50-pound fryer, 36-inch griddle, burners, steam table, sandwich prep. That is where your receiver goes for your stereo system. Speakers are installed. Now we're going to light the equipment. And it's really simple. All the fuel lines are on, so we should be getting fuel there, fuel there. Those pilots are a little high. I would adjust them, but there you go. Boom. You're getting turn on. There you go. Then you have your pilots are lit through here. Stick the lighter in there. Or you can come underneath as well, but you got to be able to reach the pilot all the way in here. Stick it in there. All right, I need to get underneath it. Can't see. Oh, it's already lit. My bad. But you can come underneath. Boom. This one. And they're lit. And you can probably see it in there. Boom. And all you do is turn them on. And you can see they're lit right under there. To adjust the pilots with a flathead screwdriver, you can adjust the pilots down on these little bronze looking control heads. Now we're going to light this steam table. And like I said, some of these pilots are pretty fast. So you got to get underneath it and light that pilot. Boom. Whoops. Light that pilot. And then just whoop, turn it on and turn it on. Adjust it and then turn it off. All the pilots will stay lit once you light them, unless you shut the gas to the equipment. So you have to shut it off. And then they turn off. Fryers, these puppies are fun to work with. So you have put it to the pilot and then you press down on it. And while you press down, the pilot will start, which is up here, releasing gas. So let me put this down real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna put this phone down. phone down. Put the phone down. So you need 2 hands for this. You need one on the pilot, pressing down, make sure it's in the pilot position. And then the pilot is on, but it has to be loud, because if you let it go, it'll just shut off, just like that. So if you leave it, you gotta hold this down, the pilot down, until you hear a stronger hissing sound. And once you let it go, it should stay on. That sounds good. I don't know if you can hear that. Let it go, stays on. You grab the and leave it to the on position, and then all you do is turn. Turn it to the desired temperature, and boom, there you go, fire. Shut it off, pilot stays on. You could shut it off by turning it to the off position. Same with the other fryer. Put it on pilot, do the same. I'm gonna leave him on the off position. And there you go. That is your trailer. Keys are on the door, keys are on the windows. Breaker panel is in here.